I'm Natasha.
And I'm Tyson.
And we're here to bring you the social media tips and tricks for
the artists,
the businesses,
and the social media lights. We are the co-founders of BlackLight Paradise Media, a company that is centered around the entire concept of social media,
as well as website design, internet marketing strategies, and basically mastering
powerful, complex, and effective
online marketing campaign strategies.
Made simple. Not only do we use a combination of the best software in the industry, we know how to use it. Most of our team is comprised of former IT specialists, professional search engine scrapers, and software designers.
If you didn't get most of that, it means we have the tech covered.
And that's why we created this channel.
For the artists.
For the businesses.
And for the social media lights.
lights.
So tonight we're going to start off with the basics. If you're still calling this a pound sign, we got news for you, everybody. It's 2015 and now called a hashtag.
Hashtag.
No, but seriously, today we'd like to provide some awesome basic introductory tips and tricks on specifically why it is so important to have a good social media presence.
So to start out with, I want to begin with an artist spotlight, specifically for all my fellow musicians out there. So consider this. In 1969, the concert of the century took place. Incredibly amazing music from incredibly amazing artists from what I believe was an incredible time for music in general. And while you all know the headliners by name, like Hendrix, CCR, The Who, etc., that's it. That's all you know. That's all 99% of people know and or remember from that decade, really. So then the questions become maybe, do you think there were less musicians back then?
Nope.
Or do you think there was as many musicians, but they didn't want to be famous or recognized or remembered at all?
Mm-mm.
No. For their passion, their drive, their talent, their life, just like all of us musicians today, the obvious answer is absolutely not. But then really, why? Because when you think about it, their success completely depended upon other companies promoting and marketing them. I wasn't exactly there, but I can bet you there were just as many talented, dedicated, driven, and passionate artists back then. It was just that they had to rely on a huge record deal with what we consider now major label radio airplay and really local print media, if that. Oh, and don't forget an actual physical record. So now, after reminiscing about the good old days, let's go back to our question, specifically for the artists and musicians at this time. Why is social media so important for me? Well, now let's reference again the broad definition. Social media are computer-mediated tools that allow people to create, share, or exchange information, ideas, pictures, videos, and virtual communities and networks. So if you take that question and apply it to our 1969 Woodstock average musician's current situation, the answer becomes very simple. Because, 1, you have the power to network and promote yourself. 2, this power now has the potential to directly connect with north of 3 billion people. 3, these people are all over the world. 4, technology has made it so existing solely as a musician does not mean you need a major label record deal with major label radio airplay or anything to do with major label anything. So these artists completely still own 100% of their rights and to all their tracks. And those tracks are being heard around the world every day, anytime, millions of times by fans and the hipster haters. And why? Simply 2 main reasons. 1, social media has not only given the musician and fans direct power to network with each other, it has provided a platform to upload, stream, download, like, share, sample, and do just about anything else possibly imaginable with a pair of sound waves. 2, admittedly, the lack of need or even desire for a physical, tangible copy of a track is a huge plus too. Now these social media sites have capitalized on that, and there's your opportunity to not be one of the million unlucky musicians that didn't get asked to headline at Woodstock in 1969. Now, there are a ton of social media platforms to help artists and musicians. Some of the next questions include, which networks do I use for my specific outlet or passion? Which networks will be most receptive to what I'm trying to do? Which networks are most beneficial to me? How much will it cost? Which networks are worth my time? What are the best strategies for getting heard on each of these networks? For today, if you didn't already know how important social media will be for you as an artist, well, pat yourself on the back and smile a little, because you just took the first step towards realities you formerly thought to be just dreams. And we'll get into all the specific networks and questions throughout the duration of our posts and our Artist Spotlight segments.
So this is an example of Artist Spotlight segment. Next week we will be talking about how to utilize social media as a tool to fight the man.
To rage against the machine.
So thanks so much for watching, and surf safe, Cyber Geeks.
We will see you next week.
We out. Scene 6, take 2.
Scene 7, take 1. One.
Grandpa Turtle. Yay.
I can...
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.